Hello, good morning and welcome back to Portugal on this warm but quite overcast day, which I'm quite grateful for because we have an outdoor project today. And welcome to the location. This is our temporary accommodation here on the land whilst we are renovating the farmhouse, which you may just be able to see in the background. And we've been living here for just over 3 months in this lovely bell tent. We built a shed to house all of our solar equipment and all of our food, kettles, toasters, coffee makers, that kind of thing. And one thing that we'd always planned to do but never gotten around to, because we kind of wanted to see how things played out first, was a bathroom area, an outdoor bathroom. So for the longest time we've just been kind of making do with what we've got. Buckets of water, hoses, putting a chair secluded behind here. We also tried a different area as well at one stage, but it's getting pretty hot and sweaty in the summer and we've got lots of dusty building work to do, and that's a bad combination. So today we're going to fix it and we're going to build a solar shower just out of the back of the shed here, and this is going to form part of it. This is the old shower tray from the bathroom that we ripped out maybe about 6 months ago. So we're going to be using this as part of the system, mostly because it has a plug hole that we can attach some plumbing parts to. We have bought a couple of things, although most of this project is going to be made with scrap and things that we've reclaimed. But we've got a few extra bits of plumbing supplies. We did actually find, we pulled out of our dump area the original pieces, but we're missing so many bits. Like we didn't have the plug hole piece, we didn't have a screw that would fit in here. So we've supplemented this with some new parts. And then we've purchased a solar shower unit, and we'll show you all of that and how that works and the putting it together process a little bit later on. But essentially what we're going to be building is a base for the shower tray for us to stand on and for the water to drain away. We're going to be building a privacy screen and we're going to be installing this solar shower. We've got a few things to work out, as always, and most of it is going to be built with scrap wood that has been left over from the shed build and from the stud wall framing that we did in the house a week or so ago. We have these 30 by 55mm roofing battens, and then we've got a bunch of this larch, which is 60 by 80mm left over. There's a bit of damage in some of this stuff, which we'll have to work around, but that's fine. And then here in the wood store, we've got a few of these larch deck boards from the deck project. Some of these spruce offcuts, which we used for the shed project. And there's even some of the floor that we pulled up when we were doing the bathroom wall framing. So between this and this and this, and all of this other scrap and crap, we should have enough material to build the privacy screen. You might be able to see in the background, that was one of our previous shower solutions. Shower bag is supposed to warm up in the sun, but it doesn't really. And then a chair to sit on underneath.
Would you like to come and
Sure.
to hold something?
I can do
Just stand on
some
that.
or all of the above, or I can stand around quite happily.
Yeah, just stand around.
That screw is on a bit of an angle. It might
Yeah, so
shoot
that.
out.
Same thing. We'll be able to see if we got enough clearance or not.
Yeah. Hang it over the edge. Then we'll be able to get underneath the plumbing.
This is actually quite wide compared to this.
Yeah, it is.
It's gonna take.
This stuff is just
Oh, no, I hate
so
it.
weird, isn't it?
So roll it into.
Yeah, I'll get like a long sausage and
Yes.
shape it around.
Exactly.
These threads look like they're crossed here.
Well, that's what I was struggling with.
I think we'll be buying most of our plumbing parts from Germany. That seems better. Okay. Holding.
Right, holding tight.
Holding tight.
Right, let's test this bugger.
Just for testing purposes.
Stop. I need to move it onto here so I can see if it actually drips.
Okay.
Looks like that's good to go.
Good to go. I like good to go. Wonderful.
Cool.
Success. Not gonna lie, it's a bit awkward to get in here.
Maybe while we're building, we take those down.
Something like that in terms of position.
Take these down.
So this is the approximate position of our back wall of the privacy screen, which we'll build. And this is where we want the shower tray to sit. And we've got this piece of flexi pipe that came with the trap. It's not really a trap, but the connection to the plug. And the issue that we're working on is how we get the water from here somewhere out there rather than just dumping it through the deck. And that's the challenge, is making sure we've got enough gradient so the water actually flows, and working out a way of getting it through the concrete wall of the threshing circle. So in terms of the shortest distance, coming through here is probably it, but I don't love it. So yeah, a few things to think about, look at, and see if we've got enough pipe as well. Hello.
I may have a solution.
Oh, go on.
So I went to look at the old irrigation pipe work that we have, thinking that that was suitable for outdoor use and would be better than going through the wall. And then I found this. I need to check it's the right size.
What is it though?
I don't know.
Is it irrigation pipe?
I mean, maybe. It's a really heavy duty, thick rubber, plastic something.
Yeah.
It was in with, I mean, it's in our mystery room of stuff that came with the farm. So yeah, it was probably, I mean, it's been buried or it's dirty and dusty.
I think it was irrigation pipe.
I would imagine so. I mean, there's a very, very long piece. This is not the only piece. I just brought this small piece so that I could see if it fits onto the pipe.
Okay.
And
Well, let's have a
then we could just run it on the inside of the wall out to here and then collect the water in a bucket or whatever.
If we have enough to run it all the way around to here, that would be amazing.
Yeah, it's definitely that. Well, is it definitely? I think it's that long. So.
Well, we can get close at least.
Oh, nice tight fit.
Oh, that's good. And then
Just stick a clampy thing
like
around
a hose
it.
clamp.
Because I don't think you'd want to use that
No.
on it. No. So yeah, stick that on it. And that's what some of the irrigation pipes have. They just have those
Hose clamps.
hose clamps. Okay. I'm not very good with those words. So yeah, I think I'll go and get that long piece. We'll see if it reaches around the inside of the wall.
That would be amazing.
And maybe we don't have to break our stone wall open.
That would be
I
amazing.
can't even get that undone now, see?
Okay.
Super strong.
Good. And you know, to make you work faster.
Hey.
So I guess the downside of being left with a house full of crap is you've got to get rid of it somehow. But I guess the upside is sometimes we find useful things.
Oh, I just found some clothes.
Clothes?
I mean, not clothes that I want to wear.
Oh, it's like a painting dust sheet or something.
Okay. And some very
There's
old
some
jeans.
wire here for trellising vines.
Okay,
Oh, it doesn't look like it's quite long enough, but it looks pretty long.
we'll see. So if you had a grey pipe to somewhere there.
Yeah,
So close, but not.
close but not.
Just hold it, or you put it
I'll
on.
put a foot on it, yeah. I can't reach.
If you put a straight bit in it,
Yeah.
I think then it will reach. It goes to just behind the barbecue. If we replace this with
A longer straight piece.
that went
Oh wow, yeah, it's just there.
from there to here, then this blue piece
Can just
could
come
go
out.
here, and then we can collect it in a bucket. you know, got to reuse what you got.
Exactly.
And then, so we need a piece that is the length of this straight edge.
Yeah.
And we could actually put a turn. We have that turning piece. Put, if you imagine this was coming here, put a turn on it,
yeah.
And then that one down there, and then that can go there. Not great for collecting in my bucket, but
no.
That's a secondary concern. I might just dig a little pit, like a thing for this to lie in or something, and see if we can just...
Yeah, it'd be good to collect the grey water if we can.
Well, even if we just have to reuse it.
Yeah.
On these guys. It seems to go on way too easy.
Yeah, it's weird though, they're these kind of push fit things.
So he gave... No, there's rubber seals that go with them.
Yeah, they're in there already.
Oh.
Maybe they're not the right size.
Oh, I don't think I have any gill strength to do that. That's not how you do it.
Yeah, we can get the angle however we want.
Yeah. Trying to make sure this white bit is going to be as covered as possible by something. So what we might need to do is run this all the way to the wall.
The blue one on the end.
The blue one on there.
And I've got some hose clamps that I reclaimed from the weather station.
Okay. Excellent. Should have done that first, eh?
Yeah. Maybe. These are huge hose clamps.
I have a smaller screwdriver head. I brought two.
Yeah,
Yes.
that one was jumping out more.
Oh, okay.
I was just too lazy to go and get the Phillips head. So we're all connected here. I have a nice straight pipe that runs out, connects to the blue flexi one with a hose clamp just to make sure it's not going anywhere. And then it runs around the corner of the shed and we pick it up coming around here. Another hose clamp. We need to adjust the length of this grey piece here. We're going to test it first and then the water will flow out here. We'll see if we can capture it somehow at a later stage. So let's see if it works.
Tell me when you've poured.
I am pouring.
Okay. We have water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
That is exciting. No, I don't want my water ending up here though.
No, we need to shorten this other pipe.
Yeah.
And put a flexi one on it.
Yeah.
And we're quite aware that the grey pipe and the white fitting are not rated for outdoor use. We're not sure if the blue one is either, but it's a temporary thing. We will try and cover it up as much as we can to give it some UV protection. And yeah, we're just trying to work with what we've got here rather than go out and buy more things if we have stuff that can get the job done. And the reason that we try to avoid buying things is not because we've got no money or we're being tight-fisted. It's because if we have got something here already that is maybe not 100% the right choice or 100% perfect, but is good enough, then that allows us to save something from going to waste, give it another lease of life, even if it's only short-term and temporary, rather than going out and buying something and then not using that again. This?
Yeah, and then so...
Put the flexi... we just put the flexi on the end of it.
Yeah, exactly. So put a coupler onto that, the push-fit coupler that we have. People do not look at our dirty dishes in the background. Nothing to see there.
Oh, now all they're doing is looking at the dirty dishes.
So while Guy is just finishing putting that together, I thought I'd spend a couple of seconds just talking about why we were using all these bits and kind of doing this cobbled together approach, because I know for sure someone will leave a comment saying we should have just gone to the plumbing store and bought all the new bits and it would have been faster and blah blah blah. And that's probably true, but this solar shower is not going to be here permanently. In the future we will put it in a permanent location and we will dig proper underground waste for it. And so what we didn't want to do here was go and buy a whole load of parts that then get wasted at the end of that. So rather use what we already have, try this solution out. And then in the future, when we resite the solar shower to where it's meant to go and where we're going to have it permanently full-time for forever, we'll put in a proper plumbing solution with new parts that are fit for purpose, that are meant for the outdoors, that are meant to go underground, etc., etc. But this is what we have. I suspect we're only going to be using this shower maybe for 6 months until our shower inside is inside. So that's why we're doing this. And I'm also a massive fan of reusing bits that would have otherwise get thrown out. So the grey pipe is reused from the bathroom. The blue pipe we just found in the house. Now if we hadn't used those, they would have just got thrown out. So at least now they get a little bit more use. So there you go, reuse where possible.
Okay, so we have successfully diverted water, which is very exciting. And now we're on to the next stage of the program, which is to build a deck on a deck. So we're going to be using some of the leftover deck boards. They're going to run across the shower tray here. We're going to build a little support wall, one on each side, and they will run long to cover the white pipe down here to protect it from the sun as much as possible. So we'll essentially be standing on a deck that goes over the top of this. It will be supported either side. We may put a couple of supports in the middle. There won't be any kind of movement and flex on this to risk damaging any of this pipework. And it'll be a lot more comfortable to stand on than this burning hot white piece of metal. But the next step is to build this floating deck. Platform. Is that the right word?
Shower platform.
Shower platform.
That
One of those.
Like a good word.
So, like this. Like this.
Exactly.
And like this.
Good old specs. Okay.
Mini stud walls.
Yeah, mini stud walls. Can you grab this one?
I can grab that one, yeah. Should do something around here, right?
And this is this one.
Okay.
Should fit nicely. Doesn't need to be 100% square because it's an outdoor shower that will be torn down in the very near distant future.
Near distant.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Like that.
Something like that. And then
This needs to come over, and that needs to
something
come
like
over.
that. I mean, we're again building off a slightly sloped deck, so it's going to be slightly. But that looks right, right? Squarish.
Squarish. I'll take it.
Then I can just stand in the shade and watch you. It's much
Yeah.
better.
I'm half in the shade, although I'm about to not be. We want to just do a dry fit with the distances here. We can get an idea of if it's going to work.
I hope so.
Well, is it?
Yeah, because this has to overhang as well. And then these gaps are some of them are too big.
Too big or too small?
This is more than 10 mil.
Yes, I know it is, but there's a big gap here.
Yeah, look at this. This one also goes in.
Yes, but now we've run out of pieces.
This is 106.5. We've made it off this one.
that was the.
Was always the design, you just forgot.
Yeah,
Is that what you're
does
saying?
happen.
I mean, if you really want, you can measure it, but
Yeah.
it's not really.
We're basically building a pallet. Like that. And let's see. Go on. So, the pallet is in place.
The pallet, yes, indeed. I'm just thinking about positioning in order to maximize the space that we have available off the pallet.
Yeah. So I think we can move it this way a little bit more, and then we can try and get this white thing covered as much as possible. And we think maybe just one screen down this side and one screen along the back may be enough.
Yeah, like if this screen is coming this way.
Yeah.
I mean, when we're walking through here, someone might see, but there's no foot traffic.
There's not really, no. But we might just do a small return on this side here, just in case. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine.
Right. Exactly. Over in here as usual. Just want to make sure it's not getting on my waist, so I'm going to lift it.
Okay, it needs to come back this way.
Yeah.
You're just going to stand on here.
Stand on my new shower base.
The shower tray is in, the plumbing is in, the pallet is in, the platform. So we stand on here, and we've also put in this platform at the back here. Lots of fixings into the joists below, as well as into the deck boards below, to make a sturdy and secure and level platform for this guy. So this is going to go on here. Don't know if you can see it very clearly, but this is our solar shower unit. We haven't assembled it yet. There's some other bits and pieces to do with this. So this is made of weatherproof, UV resistant black plastic, heavy duty plastic, and there is a hose point on the back. So you plug a hose into it and you fill it with water. That water then sits in the sun. There's another piece to this column up here that will go on top. The whole thing is full of water, 35 litres. It takes 2 hours to heat up and can heat up to 60 degrees Celsius. And then there's a shower head to attach at the top. There is a mixer tap here, and that mixes the hot water that is in the column with the still connected hose pipe at the back and allows you to control the temperature. Very nice. And then at the bottom here there is another tap, which is like a foot washing tap. I think this is mostly designed for like near a swimming pool, something like that, and we will be re-siting this next to our pool, hot tub, whatever we build in the future. So yeah, that's kind of the next step, is to start getting this fixed into place. That's why we wanted to lift it up a little bit so that there is plenty of sun going to be hitting the column all day long, and this is going to be built towards the back of the privacy screen, so it will get 180 degrees of sun access throughout the day. That's why it's a solar shower. The sun warms up the water inside, so we can have a nice hot rinse off at the end of a long hot day of building like today. Okay, everything is just blowing away. Attach the shower head D with the gasket G to the extension pipe E. See, it's clear as day. Let me work this out and I'll get back to you. I think that's how it's supposed to go. I even read the instructions this time, but they don't make any sense because the shower head needed assembly that wasn't detailed in the instructions. It says something about connecting hoses, but that's not really very obvious what they mean by that. Isn't it?
Clockwise. You're doing it the wrong way. No, that's anti-clockwise.
Oh, that'll be the problem then.
Yes. Yes. Keep going. Yeah.
There we go. Well, there's a shower. That's pretty cool. Tap is closed. Open the handle and turn it to the hot position. So we attach the hose to the back, turn on the water, fill it up. It'll take a while. When the water flows out of the head, turn it off. Let's get that on there. You want to try turning it on?
You will need to shout very loudly
if there's a problem. Progress. Now that's weird. That should be the off position. Oh well. Right?
so much better than a bucket.
Oh, look at that, with the sun setting in the background at the end of our one-day build that's not finished in a day. And we have water. And you can hear it hitting and falling in, running all the way out there to water the garden. That is quite satisfying.
It blows with the wind.
It will blow with the wind, but there will be a screen up. Ha-ha! Shower! The sun will hit the black column, heat the water up inside, and then we've got temperature control on here. And so if you set it to cold, it's going to bring in more cold from the hose. If you set it to warm, it will use the water from in here. That's the theory. Anyway, we have a working shower, but it is not the most private thing in the world.
It's a nice view though.
It's a nice view. So next up is a privacy screen. Trying to measure and film at the same time.
Yeah, but I help you with that.
So just go onto the top of that. So we've got a bottom plate. It's not screwed in yet.
Can you turn that?
There
Give
you
me the communication.
Have the tape measure. You measure it.
I'll measure it. Much more easy. 160, 165.
Yeah, let's go 160.
165, and I wouldn't be able to see over the top. That's what we'll go for.
Okay. Cool.
Someone will see my arms when I'm washing and be like, what is that doing over there? Okay.
I thought you were just giving the secret signal for a minute.
Secret signal what? Maybe put these on.
Huh?
That's what they're for.
That'll be the bottom.
So thinking with this one, in order to do the cladding across the gap, we're going to need an upright. So two in the end, so maybe
Yes,
one in the middle,
and one
so
in
that
the
we can
middle.
run some pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need another
3.
3, and then are we going to take this off and do 1 all the way?
No,
You sure?
I mean we can if you want.
Yeah, I think we should.
And then just put a noggin or something in.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
So 3 at 160,
Yeah, I'll measure this
and you
one
measure the
first.
top one. Perfect.
Yeah, I'll get the level. Make sure that this one is.
Is this your OCD at play again?
Yes.
What you doing?
Nothing. Just playing with my wood.
Okay, there's a joke in there somewhere.
I am sorting my offcuts by size so that when we go to clad the walls, I can very easily go to just a section and pull up the ones that are closest. Yes, I know, most people are going to laugh, but whatever. This is how my process works. My brain works like this.
We'll just pretend they're laughing at the wood joke.
Okay.
So, welcome back. Good morning. Bon dia. Hola. We've got a little bit of work to do on our shower project before we can call it done and actually have a shower. When we finished last night, I really needed a shower, but because it wasn't finished, we couldn't have one. So, very much looking forward to that this afternoon. We just have some cladding to go on, and so we're going to be going horizontal with the cladding on the outside, and which will help tie the walls together, give them a bit more structural integrity and rigidity. We'll probably also put a piece across on the inside here just to tie these two together. But we don't want to block off the sun from getting to our column, which is already warming up nicely, and it's only 9 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, that's why Kylie is sorting her wood so that we can go and find some suitable pieces to go around the outside. I think we're going to do the long wall first, just because we haven't got so many long pieces. If we run out of the spruce, then we've got some of the pine floorboards that we pulled up from inside the house. Yes, it's not pressure treated, it's not outdoor suitable timber, but it's a temporary structure and we have it, so we're going to use it.
Give me a few minutes. Why are you still filming?
It's hard to make a video without footage. Yeah, I'll just lean it up here. Yeah, got it. Alrighty. You may be wondering why we built this in what is a very awkward place and quite a small space. And the answer is because there was already a deck here. And so we didn't need to first go and build a platform or put in a concrete slab or something like that to then build this on top of. And again, because this is a temporary thing, we're trying to minimize effort, materials, and work with what we've got. In the future, we're going to be building either a pool, like a natural pool, maybe a swimming pool, maybe just like a plunge pool, hot tub, cold tub, like a Japanese style. Maybe all of these things kind of interconnected somehow. And so the solar shower is going to be relocated to where all of that stuff is, so that you can shower before getting in the pool.
There's another one.
Oh, thank you.
I don't think on these smaller ones, I think you just need to put one.
So yeah, that's why we decided to put this here rather than put in a whole load more infrastructure to then build a temporary thing on top of. So it is a bit awkward and it's a bit tight. Getting in and out is a bit awkward and a bit tight, but it will be fine for us because we're very adaptable.
Again, upside down on that one, I think. No?
Is it? What?
Just because of the crack, the split.
Oh, there's a split on the other side. Something like that.
Yep. Right.
So I'm running out of ways to film in this small area, but our long wall is up. We've gone for the jagged rustic look on this side as it kind of comes towards the shed. We've also fixed in some of the boards into the shed wall just to give it a little bit more rigidity, which has definitely helped. This wall is now pretty sturdy. The corner over here, it wobbles a bit at the moment, but when we put in the boards along the back and a piece on this side to tie those two walls together, that'll be much better as well. So yeah, it's coming together very nicely. There is even a shelf for your impact driver if you need to do some repair work whilst having a shower, which is pretty handy. So Kylie's cutting some more boards. will be done very soon, and we can celebrate by being clean. Okay, we are level.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Alrighty, all the boards are in, and the 1.5 day build is done. We've even had time to tidy up, and it's only 2 o'clock. We have our privacy screen. We've made some little shelves for soaps and things like that. There's even a coat hook for hanging a towel or something. I'll probably just throw my clothes over the side, but it is finished. But I think there is only one thing left to do. Ooh, that is lovely and warm. It's almost a bit too warm. Ooh, this is luxurious, my friends. Very nice. I think this is a success. I hope you enjoyed watching. See you next time.